much going to be the Army squad. And we didn't have an opportunity to see them earlier in the day. We're going to get 2 in a row with Sean Lewis and his tough guys.
This is where we will see him. And here's a good match as far as the U.S. is concerned, as far as experience. Jeremiah Davis made his first world team last year, and his appearance at the Worlds in Denmark was rather short, but he'll be wrestling a guy that was second in those same World Championships, Dilshod Apirov. I guess I've got to work on that inflection there, Mr. Abbott.
Absolutely.
Apirov.
We're coming out for this second round. We're going to see Jeremiah Davis, our world team member. You know, we had a little change in roster here. Joe Warren, who wrestled the first 2 rounds on the New York Athletic Club team, he's not going to compete in the 3rd and 4th rounds. So they moved Marco Lara, who was wrestling with his home Army team, over to that other club. And we're going to see 2 matches here with the talented Jeremiah Davis. Went to the World Championships for the first time for us this year. Very, very quick. Has a whole lot of confidence now that he's won our world team spot. And the coaches think he has a great upside. Of course, Apirov, the guy he's wrestling, was a world champ in 2001, second in 2009 World Championships.
So 8 years between finals appearances.
Yeah, well, that just shows he remains a very talented wrestler who could win any tournament he ever enters, you know.
Coming up on a minute to go.
Stands pretty tall in his stance, you know. So a pretty angular guy here.
Hold on 1 second here. Just letting them know that this is still the first period.
Some of the Bulgarian teams starting to show up. We may have another match coming up pretty soon on the other bout. We're going to see who's going to get the first good offensive attack here in this match. They're kind of feeling each other out to see what kind of openings. I'm not sure whether these two have ever faced. I'd have to check the records. You know, Davis has only been to 1 World Championship, but has a considerable amount of international experience.
Well, another thing is, too, is this Army team does travel, and so does Uzbekistan. So they've been over here before, so they may have met at the Schultz in the past. Apirov with a big throw. Oh! What are we going to get here? 3. That was pretty.
Man, that would be one that you'd want to have the replay for.
Well, don't worry.
He got him up on top of his hips and was able to bring him back over.
So he gets 3 and 2. Scoreboard shows 5, and
was that a 5 throw, or did they have 2 and a 3?
I do not know. I see 5, so it might have been 3 on the mat and then 5 from the judge in the chair. So it's going to be 5-0. So that's going to end the period.
Right. So normally you would need 6, so that would have had to have been a 5-point throw.
Well, one thing I was about to mention, Gary, was the fact that we had not seen a 5-point throw on our mat today.
You know, I'm going to go look on the score sheet since I'm only 10 feet away and give you the answer on that one.
Oh, well, that's, again, Johnny on the spot reporting there by Mr. Abbott. Yeah, it was a 5-pointer, so that would end the period.
It looks like they're going to start over on number 2. They're going to start bringing the athletes in as they show up from the Bulgarians, and as they're collecting their team from all over the training center. They thought it was going to be a 5 o'clock start rather than a 4 o'clock start. So it's just interesting when people with different languages and different cultures get together. Sometimes you have communication issues.
1 minute gone by, second period. 96 kilos. Dilshod Apirov of Uzbekistan, Jeremiah Davis of the United States.
So what do you think? Could you use a little more Ike Anderson? You think he'd do a good job?
It depends.
All right.
He likes throwing that challenge brick quite a bit in that development.
Yeah, I think he might have some fun with him. Let me see if he wants to do another segment over here. Certainly, he has worked with almost every one of these athletes during some course of their career. Most of our athletes worked their way up through the developmental program. Jeremiah Davis, he was in Northern Michigan before he joined the Army program, so he certainly was active in all of the different programs that Ike Anderson works with, developing our best young athletes.
2009 U.S. World Team Trials champion.
Davis is going to need to score here, or else we're going to be done, huh?
Yep. Basically, with the virtue of how the rules are set, no score in second period, it goes to blue. No score in the first, it goes to red. So Davis trying to work something on that front headlock position. Almost a chest lock scenario. Actually, that's what it is.
He lifts it or he runs it forward. He's pretty close to a turn on that one.
He was. Now here's a lift, trying to go lift, trying to get the explosion, trying to come across the other side. Realized he didn't have time to lift. Well,
that was a nice defense from Aripov. He certainly was close to going, but Davis was not quite able to break that plane. So let me go see if we can get Ike Anderson to come and give you a little bit of his commentary.